Today we have a lot of cleanup to do at the base. We've just built a lot of farms. Unfortunately, looks very industrial and not very pretty. So we're going to fix that today. By the way, I'm Dr. Jankovic. This is episode 6 of Rosethorn. This is my solo world I've had for about 7 to 8 years. It's really janky, and if you're new to the series, there was an introduction for you. Let's get started. So as I'm flying down, you get a really good view of all the chunk borders and jankiness. And down here we have some farms that we have been working on in previous episodes, of course. We have the sugarcane farm, and then in the last episode we built this monstrosity here. It is going to be a bulk storage for a lot of items. As you can see, I have been AFKing all night. We've got a ton of items already in the chest. Looks like the indicators or lights are working as intended. It's looking great. Let's check on... Oh, wow. Okay, so we have a double chest of sugarcane and some. Look at all this gunpowder. Gravel shouldn't be in there. All these bones. We're going to have a ton of bone meal for farming trees and such. And we have string in case we need to make dispensers or cover something with stream to prevent snow or something. But yeah, it's looking great. I'm glad this place is finally getting lit up. That was my intention. I didn't put any lights under these chests or anything because I figured the indicator lights would take care of that. So yeah, they are working great. I'm super happy to see that. I was really worried that I would log on this morning and nothing would be happening. Something would mess up, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So let's take a moment to look at the project at hand. First, we've got the sugarcane farm that's been here for a while. Currently, it's just in a stone frame. Doesn't look very pretty, so we need to design a frame for that. Secondly, I've had this entrance to my basement here. I have started to work on like a wood entrance. I do want to build a roof and connect it up there. However, I just had a revelation about the nether portal in here. I may move this around, so that entrance may change just a little bit, but we're going to figure that out today. And of course, I need to fill in all of the empty space around the bulk storage here. So I need to think of a frame for all the chests and what I'm going to do in between the lights and chests here. It's going to have to be really creative, so what else to do than pop over into a creative world and get some block pallets together. So here's what I've got so far. Obviously, this isn't as big as the real thing, but it is a little mock-up that I can use to see what works and what doesn't. I've kept it really simple. I like the contrast, the white to the dark gray deep slate and the lime green. I think it's a really nice color scheme, and I even used some melons behind glass to make like a weird wallpaper texture or something like that. And then over here on the left, I have made a sample of the window. This is for the sugarcane farm. I kept it really simple with just some polished andesite and endstone. I think this design looks really good. I think it's going to look good on a big scale. Unfortunately, I do have a lot of resources to gather, so we may have a resource gathering montage, and that is some settings that I don't know what are, so yeah, bear with me here. I'm looking around in my supplies here, and I'm not seeing what I need. I don't even have a box for andesite yet. That's because, well, there is no andesite under us right now. It's really far off. I have had andesite in my possession at some point, but I haven't really been mining that far off to have any, so definitely going to have to go get a couple boxes of that. We're going to need a lot of endstone. Long story short, we're definitely going to have to do a lot of mining. Now, luckily, the other day, I was, doing a really nice nether mining session, and I managed to get 24 pieces of ancient debris. I think that will be enough for 6 ingots, if my math is correct. So I think we should go over to the smelter, turn these into netherite scrap, and then finally into ingots and see if we can't get some upgraded equipment. Turns out I was correct. We did get 6 ingots, so what I'm thinking is I should go ahead and convert all of my armor that I have, excluding the elytra, of course, both my pickaxes and my shovel. I think that'll be perfect to get us started with netherite tools. And there we are. We are looking absolutely fancy. And we're back. I got a ton of supplies. I have an entire shulker of lime glass, some andesite, some melons, and I think this is enough melons. If not, I'll just have to go AFK for a few minutes. We have an entire box of endstone, 2 boxes of white concrete powder, and an entire box of birch logs. These are plenty of supplies to get this project done, but the final piece of the puzzle was this quartz here. This took me a little bit to mine out of the nether. I am working on a villager solution so I can just trade for quartz in the future. But for now, this is how we have to do it. But we did get 5 extra pieces of ancient debris, so I'm not complaining in case we need to convert another tool. But with that out of the way, and we have all of the resources we need to complete this project, let's do that. Let's actually complete this project now. And we're back. I hope you enjoyed that second time lapse. Now, I did get everything I could get done today done. And I'll show you around here. Now, it may look a little different. I had to shrink this path here a little bit to fit the entire design. I was hoping that it wouldn't make this path too skinny, and it didn't. I just have to figure out a good way to incorporate a staircase, or maybe I'll just keep it like this and have a design for the wall, and I just have to sort of fly up and down or walk around. But nonetheless, we did get the design here all worked out. And this thing looks like it's filling up. Oh, that's where I was destroying things up there. But yeah, I gave it a really nice lime green and white look here. And I used melons to give it a little bit extra texture behind the chest here. Now, in my design in the creative world, I completely forgot about the redstone for some reason. So I wasn't able to do this basalt pillar accents next to the glass. So you can sort of see back there, but it's not too bad. Back there will eventually be filled up with redstone, so that's not going to be too much of an issue. I was worried about the ceiling here, but it turned out great. I have the quartz and the cobble, or the deep slate tile here. It looks really nice. So all in all, I'm really happy with it. I think it's a huge improvement. What do you think? Now, what I didn't get to do is actually place the end rods that I wanted here. That is actually because I completely forgot we didn't have a blaze farm or any way to actually get a lot of blaze rods at one time. We absolutely have a way to go get chorus fruit from the end. We just don't have a way to get blaze rods. So what I'm going to have to do is save that for the next episode. I want to make a blaze farm in the next episode, just so we can finally have all the end rods we ever want. And maybe we have a new fuel supply. Who knows? Anyways, that is all the time I have for you today on this video. I wish I had incorporated a little more of the resource gathering in this video just to make it a bit longer, but I think it's going to be around 10 minutes, so that's not bad. But yeah, I'm going to get to organize these boxes behind me because they all need to go into this massive storage system here. But yeah, we got the design done. I am super happy about it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you haven't hit the like button just yet, I do encourage you to do that. It does help me out with the YouTube algorithm. And hit that subscribe button if you don't mind, so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. But yeah, thanks so much guys for watching until this point, and I will see you next time. Thanks again.